Hey, what is up, YouTube? Andrew Rooney here. I'm a full-time drummer and drum teacher here in Auckland, New Zealand. Today we have a PayPal request. It is from Joshua Gregg. I would like to request a reaction to the song Flesh and the Power It Holds by Death. This was their last album and the only one featuring Richard CHRISTY on drums. Gene Hoglan gets all the love, but Dick needs a little too. That's what she said. That's not what I said, that's what she said, and that's what Joshua Gregg said. Not my fault. Complaints to Joshua Gregg. I thought that was a good one, but... And now, as many of you all know who have seen my videos before, you as a viewer of this channel get access to a full and free 30-day trial on Drumeo. I did have a look on Drumeo because they've got a bunch of Death songs transcribed on Drumeo. I was hoping to be able to follow along with the transcription because, I'm sure this is going to be quite an intense, heavy, note-dense, difficult song to analyze. So I did look for it on Drumeo. It wasn't there. They've got other Death songs. So I'm just going to go to the album version and do my best. But remember, you can pick up a free 30-day trial on Drumeo. Original video link in the description of this video. If you would like to check out the original video without me talking all over it, go hit that. And please do accent that subscribe button, tap stroke on the like button, and just a little ghost note on that notification bell. And we are good to go. All right, let's check it out. It is Flesh and the Power It Holds by Death. Richard CHRISTY. First time I've checked out Richard CHRISTY on drums. Looking forward to it. Let's go get it. All right, I've just brought up the link. It looks like it is a 1999 album release, and I'm getting a strong Krull vibe from the album cover here, which I am not complaining about.
On a distant planet, Columbia Pictures presents a world apart from anything you have seen before.
Pulling a bit of a Black Sabbath there, stopping things cold and going into a different section. Gotta say, I do normally appreciate a drum playthrough, something visual that's exciting where I can actually see the drummer, hopefully the person who recorded the song, actually playing it through so we can watch what he's doing, he or she. This is actually fascinating. So 1999, a different era. It's in recording in audio technology terms, it is a lifetime ago. Now, I don't know what the situation was with samples or digital or the way they approached recording this album. This is surprisingly organic and real. Now, that's, again, going to sound like a diss. It's not a diss. It's just, I'm surprised. Now, these days, I'm surprised with this genre of music to hear it sounding this organic and sort of real on the floor in the room of a studio. It's just, it sounds like a drummer playing acoustic drums in a room. It's really difficult to not make it sound like a diss on the other drummers that I've observed and quite heavy samples being used in the drumming. But this sounds completely organic to me. I don't know. Hit me in the comments. Let me know how they recorded this album. I'm sure there's a lot of info around. I know how serious and fanatical the fans of these groups are. Hit me in the comments. Let me know. no vocals yet. We're a minute 30 in.
I told you once, but I will say it again. When you live the flesh, it's the beginning of the end. It'll take you in, it'll spit you out. Behold the flesh and the power it holds. Passion is poison laced with pleasure bittersweet. One of many vessels that heart is deep beneath. It'll take you in, and it'll spit you out. Behold the flesh when the power it holds.
This bit here, I think I just skipped forward accidentally. That muted guitar part, that is a halftime feel. Then it was just switching back and forth between a normal and then a halftime feel. Just going to back it up again. Really, really cool. I was just really trying to pay attention there between the relationship between when they went into the halftime, he stepped it up on the double kick and it got really syncopated. And then in the other part, it just got a bit more straight and thrashy. I don't know what the word to describe it is. Just going to back it up. Really cool composition and really cool parts, actually. Black Sabbath. It's Black Sabbath coming out. Change it up. I'm not saying they've copied Black Sabbath. I just think of Black Sabbath now. When things come to a grinding halt, you know, we've got 55 songs in one. And it's now I'm going to think of Black Sabbath. I'm just going to pause it there because it's just quite an interesting journey. This song is flying by. I cannot believe we've listened to 6 minutes of this, because this is really, really interesting, and it is flying by, which indicates that I'm quite in this. I'm quite in this song here. It's another example for me as someone who's not a heavy, extreme metal person, despite, but how my palette has changed. And thanks to you guys, thanks to the subscribers, people making requests, getting more into this, listening to bands and songs that I would never have listened to. This is good stuff. One thing I will say is the guitars are really front and center here, and the vocals are as well when they come in. Although the vocals to me are like another guitar almost, in a way, another melody instrument in these groups, and percussion instrument in a way. But the drums are actually quite far back in the mix, and they're just in the track. The drummer here, Richard Christie, I think it was, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The colors and the timbre and the tone that he's adding into this track is absolutely phenomenal. Little splashes. Rhythms on top of rhythms on top of rhythms. You hear when he's switching up to that snare part, ta, 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 over the top of all this madness on the double kick and all of these implied tempos and modulations that are happening. Just super cool. Check this out again. Da, 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 da.
Like the wind upon your face, you can't see it but you know it's there. We're beating shows, it's ugly face, just be prepared.
Oh yeah, Joshua Gregg, thank you so much for the pick, and I can see what you see and hear in that. It's just so, again, organic, surprisingly organic for me. Maybe it was just a period in time. Maybe it's just an ethos that Death as a group have, that they do everything on the floor. I'm not a metal guy. I can't play any of this stuff. I'll freely admit it. But it all sounds to me like it's happening on the floor. Like this is real. This is drum take. This is not copy pasted together. Take a bit of that, take a bit of that, take a bit of... It just sounds like a real take to me. Like he's playing this in the room. It's phenomenal. It's making me think, actually, one of the first days when I went to jazz school. Went to jazz school back in the day. And I remember one of the first theory classes that we went to, improv classes that I went to, and it was explained to us that, the drums are not the time, which everyone in the room was like, what? The drums are not the time. If anyone is the time, well, everybody is the time, but if anyone specifically is the time, it's the bass, right? Drums are the color. When you take the drums out of the song and replace it with a different drummer who's making up their own parts for this, you're going to drastically change the vibe and the feel and the personality, the signature on this track. I mean, I just couldn't imagine someone else playing this. It was just so in the song, so appropriate. The amount of headroom these guys need with this type of music, the amount of facility and headroom required, because you got to get up there and do all the machine gun double kick, but you've also got to have the musicality and the humility to at times play literally nothing, because sometimes nothing sounds great. Contrast, black, white, and all the shading in between. What is the biggest contrast and the biggest impact you're going to have to all this heavy double kick and intense hand speed? The biggest contrast you can possibly have is not playing, which is what they're doing. This song was like an 8.5 minute, I believe it was, journey through all these peaks and valleys and telling a story. I don't know what the story was, because I can't absorb all the lyrics along with, really zoning in on what's going on musically and with the drums. I can't do all that on one listen. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but I would need multiple listens, or at least have a read through the lyric sheet to see what the story is here. But man, the amount of headroom required to play this stuff. As I've said, despite being a drum teacher, I'm a full-time drum teacher. That's all I've done for the last however many decades. I can't play any of this. When people come to me and say, I want to learn Sepultura, Slipknot, whatever, I send them down the hallway to another teacher that I know and trust, who is a master of that kind of thing. But yeah, this is not my bag, but I've got huge respect for it. Well, it's becoming my bag, all right? Slowly becoming my bag, but the respect is there. Absolutely sensational drumming, and so glad to get to feature a new drummer on the channel, Richard CHRISTY, and terrific pick. Thank you so much, Joshua Gregg. Guys, original video link as always in the description of each video, and please, if you do enjoy my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, that notification bell, and also leaving me a comment with what you thought of the video and what you would like me to check out in the future. If you would like to support further, I do have a Patreon. It's just $5 a month, and you get access to all the blocked videos. If you have a direct reaction request like this one from Joshua Gregg, that is via the PayPal link, and that is just to control the supply and demand and actually get around to doing the ones for the people who really want them done and really want to chip in and support the channel. Remember, you as a subscriber of my channel get access to a full and free 30-day trial with Drumeo. Again, link in the description. Go get it. It's totally free. Learn from the world's best drummers and go pick up a transcription or two while you're there. Guys, until next time, take care. Keep chopping wood. Ciao.